Oh, why am I not? I tipped this sideways. What the hell? There we go.
Y'all can start whenever you're ready.
Okay. Oop. Survivor is on. Hell yeah. Okay. Greyson, are you there? Better lighting on this side.
What is up, Rory?
Greyson!
Man, I'm so happy you're playing this game, honestly. Like,
Same, honestly.
I
You are my guy. Like, there is not a doubt in my mind.
would have had a heart attack if you didn't play this game because I know I have something with everyone that I know at least. Like,
Terrifying. Terrifying. So many people.
especially from the SA community, because I feel like because, I'm SA oriented, they're going to want to take a shot at me, I feel. And I'm kind of...
Absolutely. I know they're going to want to keep you around short term. They do not. I know for a fact they are going to be terrified of you because you know how they all play. They know how you all play. You know how they all played SA. And so their assumption is, oh, God, Greyson knows everything about how I play the game. And they're going to lose their damn minds and not want you here. And I'm telling you right now, I've kind of like been debating back and forth, and I'm kind of with you. I'm okay with this being my last hurrah. And so if I'm going out, I want it one of us going out on fucking top. Like, there isn't a question in my mind.
Same, Rory.
Like, let's fucking go.
I've been off Twitter for a little over 2 weeks at this point now, and because I just needed a break from everyone. It's just...
It's too much.
Yeah, it is too much. So, but the fact that I got you now, like, I feel more solid. Like,
yeah, there's just like with every person, I feel like I have a question mark. And like you're one of the only people who I don't have a question mark with. That's why I'm like this is it, because I'm just like Malcolm, I cut him final 3 of Delviver. I'm sure he might be thinking about some good revenge. Like I'm like, he's gotta. It makes me kind of mad though, because it's like didn't have time to really like mend fences, or slash I didn't want to try to mend fences because that just looked like it was nothing but fake. So just wanted to just try and keep it as normal as I could, and
people need to realize when you get cut or backstabbed in these games, it's not because of the person who you are. It's because of the game in the circumstantial terms. It's because of that. So just because Malcolm ended up in a situation in Delviver doesn't mean he ended up in the exact same scenario in this game. He shouldn't fear you. He should fear his circumstantial situation.
Yeah, and I cut him because I thought I had a better chance against Carly, and lo and behold, I still lost to Carly. So would have been even worse against Malcolm. We talked about it after. He's like, "You made the right decision," but
Carly's not here now, so that means it's a different field, and he shouldn't hold that against you. It's all game. People need to realize.
Exactly. And so there's a lot of people I've never even seen or heard of before. And so it's kind of like, because I was serious when I did my interview, and I'm like, I have no plans going into this. So it's like, in my mind now, it's like the back and forth of like, do I want to work with the people who I don't know? Or do I want to stay with, it's like pick your poison. The people that you do know or the people that you don't. Because, I mean, like, there are people here like Ace and Josh and Fabian and a couple other people who I've never even, like, seen before. And, like, here they are. And, like, do I want to work with them or would I rather work with Manny and Malcolm and that kind of crap, you know? It's a tough question no matter which way you spin it, you know?
Oh, I agree with you. Because if you go with the people that know you very well, then it's like they know your weaknesses. It's like they could spin it in another way. When it comes to new people, the pro to that is that you can spin it the way you want to. It's like we're fair. Like no one really knows us as much as like the Stan Twitter people. So I feel like we could integrate ourselves much better with these new people than with these old people. But at the same time, since we don't know them, they could band together and take us out and just use us.
Exactly. Like, you got to find the middle ground. And it's almost like anything that they give us, we have to exploit. Like this Quincy Fabian crap. Granted, Fabian won safety earlier, so like he can't go on the block. So there's really no point, I think, in Quincy going up. But I'm not HOH, so who the fuck knows?
Honestly, I feel like that fight may be fake.
You think so?
Because like think about it like this, okay? We just started the game. We haven't even really gone through nominations or competitions yet, okay? And usually when that happens, when they just get into a chat together, they don't talk or communicate. They don't just start fighting. There has to be a reason why they start fighting. Like if someone wins, HOH and nominates someone, if someone backstabs someone, but they just came on and just started bickering at each other. If you look at Mac and Maddie, on the other hand, they're rivals and they're both in the chat. They haven't said anything. That's usually what rivalries do. They have nothing to go off of.
Quincy and Fabian, though, they did the interviews and they were fighting like on Twitter. Like I was following it. They like Quincy in his interview did this whole thing about talking about he was going after Bryce because of another game. And then Fabian did his interview and called out Quincy like basically like you're stupid and crap like that. It's a whole mess. There's like tweets and everything. They haven't deleted any of it. So like I knew this was coming. So it's not out of left field for me. However, if they're working together, which is very possible, good on them, but they've been fighting for almost a month now.
Okay, what did you and Demonica do before SA20 or right before the first cycle of SA20? What did you guys do?
Oh yeah, that was though we didn't do that till the game started because we didn't know we were both playing. But I understand. I understand because they were both announced.
See what I'm saying? And people, like, I know it seems far-fetched, but you got to look at these scenarios, okay? People go hard in these games. You and I may just treat this as a little online game. Other people, like Dominic, go all out. They, like, look at Dominic. Do you think people want a plan a month in advance? Look at Dominic. He knew this game. He knew SH20 was going to happen like months before it happened, and he started right away, even when it didn't even matter. So that's what I'm saying. There are hardcore dedicated people, and these people, some of these people are professionals at this. Like, sad to say, but they know it, and you can't underestimate anyone. That's one thing I'm realizing here. They aren't getting past me, honestly. Like, I could be making myself look like a complete dummy here, but I think Quincy and Fabian they could be faking it, and I'm not going to just it. I've seen signs before,
Yeah, I'll try and keep an eye on that because yeah, they've been. It's almost comical how long it's been happening. So just want to keep it because it's been happening for almost a month now. Like, it's stupid. I'm sorry, it's dumb that it's been happening that long.
And the fact that it stands out as dumb, should that not raise an eyebrow?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I just want to figure this out, and I don't want to do anything dumb. Like, I don't want to just, like, ruin my game out the jump. So, like, I feel good with you. I'm trying to figure out who else I feel okay with. And then, like, that's that on that for me. Like, that's what I do now. I'm not doing all this snaky bullshit like I was doing when I was a rookie in SA, because that was just, like, me not understanding, like, who I was as a person and, like, as a player. And I have grown so much in these, like, 8-9 months since. Like, it's just not how I approach games anymore. So
I did.
So it's just not how I play anymore, and I just want to know, like some of the stuff that people said. Like, of course, this is stupid because it's like they chose to come on camera and talk about stuff, but like with the other people who did interviews, like Gavin basically said he's gonna hold all the grudges that he has. So I'm like, you're gonna hold grudges on me from 8 months ago, who was a complete idiot for the most part. So,
guess
I don't know, and like part of me is like, do I even waste my time? Because the other problem is like you try and build this social web, and the minute you get caught, you're the one who's ensnared. So it's like I don't want to branch out to every single person in this game and watch those people who I don't reach out to be the ones who get power and the ones who send me home. I can't win. I can't win. No matter what I try to do, I can't win. I swear.
Hey, you won the first game you ever participated in, so you got that.
I have that at least, but I haven't won anything this year. I haven't won since December of 2017. It's been 3 months. Granted, there are people who've gone like a whole year without winning. And I know there's some people who haven't even won a game, period. So at least I have that, I guess.
Well, maybe be honest with you, though, I did talk with a few people, actually, and I did hear your name, Rory. And you know what? You brought up his name, which made me think about what he said to me.
As a target or as an ally?
More as a target, not as a stray target, but it was Gavin Etheridge.
Yeah.
And he told me that you were reaching out to him. And I don't believe him. That's why I'm confronting you on this, honestly.
I did reach out to him, but like the fact that he's already trying to spin me literally typing one message to him, like, I would like to have your back, and that he's already trying to spin that. It's literally the reverse of SA20, where like I was spinning his crap and now he's trying to spin mine. So that's what's happening with that. I literally sent him one message at like 6 o'clock, and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh no, I don't believe him. Like I don't buy anything he's selling. But he called you a snake, and he said you're doing the same crap you did in C20.
Well,
so you might want to watch out for that, honestly, Rory. I'm telling you straight up. But Etheridge is on everyone's bad side. He's causing controversy in the group chat.
Yeah, like why is he? That's the thing about Etheridge, though, is like what I have picked up on is like if you're on his good side, like he will literally. He's basically a minion if you're on his good side, but like if you're not, it's either like really good with him or really bad with him, and clearly I try not to be the one to start it, so clearly because he's already trying to do that, I mean that kind of makes that easy in that situation. Like I try to extend an olive branch and he basically goes screw you. So great.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, he told me straight up that you were my target too. Like, I was his target. Like, he wanted to target me. But then he was like, but I know you're good, Greyson. And I want to let you know, Greyson, I have a diamond power veto, and I have 5 counter strikes. And by the way he was saying it, I knew he was faking it. He was just like, yeah.
my God, what the hell?
I know. And he said, I can counter strike. He has 5 counter strikes, and a counter strike is, in case you don't know, is where you can, like, if someone pulls a power on you, like a coup d'etat or a diamond veto, you can counter strike that and nullify that power. And he says he has that 5 times. Bull crap.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's. I didn't even see that picture. Like, that picture I only saw, like, come up once. So, like, how does he have it 5 times? That's why. That's why I'm calling bullcrap. Like, I only saw that picture once, and I wasn't fast enough. So the fact that he said he has 5, bullshit.
Along with a diamond veto. Like, how BS is that?
Yeah, grain of salt. Everything you got to take with a grain of salt. Like, that's what sucks is, like, because of the environment we're in with this game, I could be telling you the complete truth, and you can't fully believe me because of the situation, which is what's so stupid and frustrating about these games. Because it's like, I try to be, like, upfront and honest with people, and they're like, bullshit. So,
Exactly. So,
but ironically, then here I am on the other foot saying bullshit's what Etheridge is doing. So here we go. You know, the game has begun.
well, just by, Etheridge, he goes off on everyone essentially. Like, even like Colleen, she's either on his really good side or his really bad side. So it doesn't even matter if you're good with him now. He will turn against you if, like, anything happens. And same thing with the other way around. Like, look at Dominic, look at Colleen, look at Jalen. I mean, he's alienated and ostracized so many people.
Such a loose cannon. Oh my God. I thought I was fucking crazy, and then I met him. like, oh my God. I don't even know what to say and do with him. Like, there's a part of me that doesn't even want to try with him, but then if I don't try, somebody else is going to try, and it's not like he can't compete. He can win comps, and so whoever gets in his ear first and gets closest to him basically has him on a leash, unless if somebody says something to him about the person who has him on a leash that makes him mad, and then he'll bite whoever has him on a leash. So you can't win with Etheridge. It's a double-edged sword. You need to be on the good side of Etheridge's dog walker, in a way.
Oh my gosh, you can't be the mailman.
Don't be the mailman, but also you can't be the dog walker because he will bite back.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know if I can, like, I'm trying to tame Etheridge here right now. I'm trying to, like, calm him down. I'm trying to make sure that, like, in case he were to win, he doesn't, like, go, a full-on crazy mode. Like, I'm trying to make sure, but I'm afraid I can't tame him. That's the one thing that, SA20, which is, I think that was his breaking point in.
Well, I think it says something that the only person who's ever been able to put him on a leash is Jalen.
How he was he even tried to bite Jalen in SA15. So, I mean, it's like.
Yeah, and then he couldn't do any. And then Jalen realized that, and when Gavin tried to do something, it would just have been stupid. Like, basically took away any purpose in taking him out. So.
Well, the only reason Etheridge didn't take out Jalen is because Jalen made it to where it wasn't right for him circumstantial-wise. So, that's what I mean. Like, Etheridge will turn on anybody at any time, as long as he gets him farther. Like, he'll turn on anyone at any time. And you can't trust him fully.
Yep.
Yeah.
Truer words have never been spoken. But there's some people, at least there are people in this game who I feel good about, at least, I can say. Like, I feel good about you. Like, I kind of want to just figure this out. Like, I know we have the thing with Malcolm and Manny, but, like, I always know they will prioritize each other over me and you every day of the week.
Look at the new look at the neutral side of SA20. I mean,
I I don't know what to do, and like I'm just trying to like remember anything and everything that's been happening to like point fingers and try and exploit relationships. But I don't have a photographic memory, so I'm not going to be perfect on this. But who do you feel good about? Because I feel good with you, and I'm willing to like try and build bridges with who you're good with, so we can get a good core going.
okay, so basically, I've been talking with a few people actually. Um, Mac and I like we have a on and off relationship in terms of a friendship, and I talked to him obviously, and he seems good. He seems like he wants to carry out a final two with me, honestly,
Okay.
and he hasn't said it like verbatim, but like he was. I feel like he was hinting towards that. And I feel like if we just we groom him enough, we will entice him enough, and he will come in, and he may be interested in working with us. Just so like because he feels like he's on the outs. He feels like once his immunity is up, he's out next. And if we can,
yeah, like in terms of the totem pole for the locals, Mac is on the bottom. like that's not a joke. Like with how like the hierarchy is with people, Mac is on the bottom. Like, I know I'm somewhere near the bottom too, but I know for a fact that Mac, if we get to a point where it's only locals left in the game, I genuinely believe the first two people they are going to come after is you and Mac.
oh, I know they'll come after me. Like that's the one thing I know they'll do. Rory, I feel like I'm lower than you. Like for some reason,
I don't want to sound rude, but I agree with that. I think you're lower than me, but I'm not much above you either.
Rory, let's see. Don't. Someone's calling me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. But like I was saying, no, Rory, if you feel honest about something, don't be afraid that you're gonna offend me. Like if you know something, if you feel something, just feel free to say it because it's better to let me know about these things than to not. Um, you know.
Yeah.
But like I know I'm on the bottom. I mean, like I barely have talked with these people in like a little over 2 weeks, and I'm not the best person when it comes to maintaining relationships on Twitter.
Oh, I'm fucking horrible at it.
Like
I've left GH fam like 4 times in the last 2 weeks, and I'm not in it now. So that's that on that. And I don't want to go back into it.
yeah.
So,
That's the thing. And like okay, and I feel like the top locals honestly are gonna be people like Maddie and Matt, honestly. Those types of people are gonna be on top and they are very good socially. If you look at SA21, look at SA6, look at SA14 even, like they're strong when it comes to relationships and they know how to like get people on their side. And they're on the right side when it comes to people on Twitter in general and in this community. It's like they're more active. And I feel like, at least with me, Rory, I feel like they'll spare you somewhat. Like they feel like they can give you a pass. I feel
they'll give me a pass till jury, but I don't expect them to take me in anywhere further than I'll say final 7. I think they'll try to get rid of me as soon as we get to single digits. I will become a priority for them. Because that's just how it's been happening for me lately in games is like people let me get to single digits and then I am the priority. Like I have to go home. So that's just kind of like what I expect with them anyway. Is they'll keep me in the know, but I'm definitely not going to be in their end game picture.
and I honestly, when it comes to Matt and Maddie, like we're not on the best. Like we don't really like get along that well. Like with Maddie and I, we click, we don't click. Like we don't hate each other. Like we're kind of just like we either really click, like we talk, or we just kind of are separate. You know, like we're not too close and we're not too far. You see what I'm saying?
But when you are together, it's good for the most part
Mm,
because I feel good about Maddie. I do.
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't, I haven't really talked to Maddie yet, but I do feel good about Maddie.
I feel like you can be great with Maddie. Maddie and I, like Maddie knows how I play these games likely because BBLG2, even though that was over 2 years ago, she knows I can, maintain a group very well, and she knows that, I can be, it's let's just say that there was a lot of controversy when it came to the rules of BBLG2, and like I had to fight them on a lot of rules. So there's that stipulation on me, and then I get the fact that when I get my foot in the door, I get my foot in the door pretty well. And he could be afraid of that, and he could want to target me because of that, and that's what I'm afraid of. Like, but we don't like get into fights or anything. Like we're not that way, but we can sometimes be separated, not talk, and the fact that he thinks I can be that kind of a player, I think that might persuade him to want to take me out a little earlier, and that's what I'm kind of leery on. But if you're great with Maddie and you can somehow tie him in, I think that could work for us.
Yeah, this is the irony with like how I feel. It's like I feel good with Mac, I feel good with Maddie. The problem is they ain't good with each other. So unless if we can do some serious bridge building with them and get them on the same damn page, like that's not going to work as one alliance. Like
Oh,
that won't work.
if you want me to be honest here, there is one person I definitely do not feel comfortable with, and I think you probably know who that is. But that is Matt.
Oh, Matt V.
Matt V. I don't feel comfortable with him when it comes to this game. As a person, he's a great person. He can. He's fine.
Language.
What?
I knew this was meant to be your speaking my language. Oh, I do not want him here. I do not want him here.
Well, here's the thing. Like we like right before I left GH fam a few days ago, before spring break was gonna hit for me at least. We were talking, and he knows Big Brother. He's seen every single season. He watches live feeds. He feeds off of it. No pun intended. He watches that show. He lives that show. He doesn't watch it. He plays it exactly. And Matt V, like I feel like he's like the male version of Demonica, or at least a tamer version of Demonica. Because if you piss him off, like he goes off on you, and if you like make him mad, like I feel like sometimes he throws rationality out the window, and I feel like he's gonna see this on air right now, and like a few months from now, and he's gonna come crawling at me. He's gonna like start tweeting at me. I feel like he's a great person, but as a game player, he's vicious, he's meticulous, and if he gets his foot in the door, he plays it well. That's what I'm afraid of. And like Matt can make you look like the bad guy. That's why I don't want him here. He's too good.
He had to get he's a vet. He had to be killed out of Purge. Not evicted, killed. Derek killed him out of the last time he was in this game, and he didn't even kill Matt V directly. He killed Matt V in his disguise as Ronald McDonald. My first interaction with Matt V was supposed to be SA19. Thank God it wasn't, because I probably wouldn't have won. But my first game I played with him was Big Brother Stars Align, which was hosted by Philip, a.k.a. the Pedo, as GH fans like to call him now. Yeah. It was Philip's game. I swept week 1. I won week 1 HOH, and I won week 1 veto. And then the week 2 HOH was Nicole or Ted, one of the two. And they tried to backdoor me. And Matt, single-handedly, I kind of didn't care. I was okay to go. Matt V reached out to me because I was on the block with Megan. He flipped the votes from being what was supposed to be like 10-1 or 11-0 to a 6-5 me staying. Like, if that doesn't speak to how good he is, I don't know what else does. And I want him to see this and know that, oh my God, him going out as early as possible is respect to him as a player because he's that good. Like, it's not because I hate you as a person. It's because you're that good of a player.
Exactly. And it's like with Jalen, like a lot of people don't like Jalen, and a lot of people think that, they get him out because, he's a bad person. No. They get him out because he's too good. Like, like
Some people just take him out because they have personal vendetta against him.
yeah, basically. But I'm looking at this game wise. I'm playing this as a game. But also I feel like Matt wants me out though. Matt's gonna want me out sooner rather than later. Not maybe the first eviction or anything, or the first kill, whatever, but he's gonna want me out soon because we're not the best of friends. We're not like we're like acquaintances. We don't hate each other, but at the same time, we're not like best friends or anything like that. And also, I played Big Brother with him before. He's seen how I play. It is kind of scary, So, like, if you think I'm a threat, I'm a dangerous player. I haven't played a game like this in over 2 years. And
like, don't take this the wrong way, but you're not even on my radar. You're someone I want to work with, not somebody I want to evict. Like,
thank
period. You. Like, period. Honestly, I did the same deal with Dominic in Sir E PvP, and his ass got paranoid, and he set up the vote out for me that happened the week after he got blindsided. He literally put in the work to send me home at 8, and then he got voted out, and I still got sent home. Because he's that paranoid, because he's like, Rory, you're too good. I swear, you were the only reason I made it to single digits because you were able to tell people to not go after me. I'm like, yeah, because you're my ally, not because I'm manipulating people. I got people to keep you around because I trusted you, because I wanted to go to the end with you. And I was serious when I said, I want someone who deserves to win this game. I don't want goats in the end. And that's why I was, for the first of my life, so goddamn pissed on a jury in PvP, because I didn't believe any one of them deserved to win the game. That's why I was so mad. And the funny thing is ironically, we were down in numbers anyway, but like all the vets did, all that our side did was go after each other instead of just be like, go to the end. And I'm like, that's just the problem, is like paranoia is the #1 killer in this game. People get scared of somebody who's on their side and says they have their back, and the next thing you know, oh no, you're gonna win even though you've kept me safe for fucking 16 evictions, but you have to go now. Like, I understand if it's like that would only happen if we got down to the people who we only got down to the people who I like gave my word to. That would be the only time I would want to turn on people, or like I didn't have a choice because they were the only people who could be voted for. Like in Big Brother, like when I played BB Sim, I got evicted because I was on the block next to my #1 ally. The only week I was on the block, and then got evicted. Why am I doing hand movements? I don't know. But like,
oh no, like I see how you feel, and honestly, this is the last season of DSBB. And guess what? I heard a theory. Since this is the last season, it's gonna be like probably the craziest season. And I've heard a theory that Dominic may be in this game.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't, since this is it.
We're in Final Destination territory here.
I agree with that. And like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of gave away hints that you were playing because you kept talking about like a couple weeks before you were announced. You're like, should I play? Should I play? And I was kind of like, I think Greyson's playing. Granted, I haven't been revealed yet either, but I'm like, is Greyson playing this game? I don't know. He might be. I was jokingly like, I think Greyson's playing, but I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to work with him. But I would not be surprised if Dominic is playing, because Dominic has done the same thing where he's been literally preaching about he can't wait to play Asylum 2. Asylum 2. Asylum 2. But now that that's not happening and that this is it, what's he going to do? So either he's not here or he's here, but he's not here as Dominic. We have secret players. There's like, who is it? There's like Annabelle. There's that Ben Wiseman guy. I think there's a Grim Reaper. I'm not sure. I'm not paying that close attention to the secret players, but that easily could be like Evil Dick or somebody. Like, we have no clue. We have no idea.
That Ben guy, he's been like on it, like saying like, I'm gonna like Monica was like, or production was like, they're like, someone's HOH or immunity's coming up, and Ben will be like, yeah, you guys better watch out. I already have my target set in mind or whatever. Like I have my ducks aligned or just saying weird, threatening stuff. And why are you so open about that unless you knew you could hide behind an identity? You knew you could hide behind something.
He's saying that crap, and yet he said nothing to me. So I'm like, I don't know who you got on your side because it's not me, and I know that for sure.
Oh no, he's saying this in the chat. He hasn't messaged me either. He's saying this in the house chat.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. He's so willingly to do it. That's what, like, he may have an identity to hide behind. That's what I'm saying. He's more carefree about it. That's what I'm afraid of. And like this is the final season. So like it inclines me to believe. I'm surprised 9 is and not 10. But anyway, it just makes me want to believe that Dominic's been nicer to me before. Like he's actually been text messaging me more often. And you know what happens when he starts being nice to people.
Yep, he's working you.
Exactly. And the moment I played BBLG2 with him, before SA was even created, I played BBLG2 with him, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
And I got him out with pre-jury because I didn't trust him. I knew he was too much, very ambitious. He was too ambitious, too out there, trying to play that kind of a person where he's trying to be charismatic and like a sweet, innocent kid. And I got him out, like he was pissed at me, and he like was like angry, and it's just, I feel like he's gonna hold that grudge against me, and he's gonna know. But at the same time, he could be, bless me, but he could be cocky. Oh gosh, but no, he could be cocky and not even know it. Like he could be cocky up in his own little world because he does do that.
Yeah.
Gosh, if Dominic's playing, okay.
Yeah. The only advantage I have with some of these locals, at least, is that for the most part, with most of them, I have been their number 1 before, so I can see how they treat me. And if I don't get the same treatment that they gave me when I was their number 1, I know their priorities are elsewhere. And so, like, red flags. Like, because of PvP, I was Dominic's number 1. I know what it's now like to be his top guy. And so, I know when he's not, and I can catch him in the act now. In theory, at least. But, like, if I'm done after this, why does it even fucking matter if I can call Dominic out on his bull? So
I've never trusted Dominic, even before SA even happened. I never trusted him. I've always wanted to get him out. He reminds me of a young, ambitious person who wants to play a game. And you know who that reminds me of? It reminds me of people like Dan and Will, who in their first time were exactly like that. It's these young minds who want to play this big game. He was very young then. You gotta look at the age group too here, and he works at his craft. He practiced for SA20. He rehearsed. He studied like psychology tricks. He read up on some stuff. How to make friends and like social bonds and such. He practices. He slept on the calls in SA20. That's what I'm leery. That's what I'm leery of.
Well, if we get a secret player who's like nonstop on calls, I will not be afraid to point a finger and be like, "Hi, Dominic."
I would private message him and say, "Hey, Dominic." Like I'd be like, "Hey, Dominic, what's up?" But then he might want.
No, just message the account. What's up, YouTube, and watch it lose its shit.
Oh, if he nominates me or tries to get me out, I know it's him.
Oh, that's actually really clever. That's actually really smart.
Because here's the thing, it's like if you call someone out and they go after you, that proves their red hand. That proves just how sneaky and conniving they are. You see?
I did ask about it. There is a strike system in place. You could guess who secret players are, but if you're wrong, there's a punishment system. So don't make a guess unless you're absolutely sure.
Wait. What do you mean, like, say it out loud, call them out? Or
I think you can call them out in the DR.
Wait, so if I do, like, in the public chat or if I DM them, then I get a strike?
I'm not sure how it works, but there's a system in place. Like, if you want to try and call somebody out for being a secret player, you could.
Good, the person that I needed for this question. So, Demonica.
I'm sorry, I've been all over the place. What's going on?
You're fine. So with the secret players, if they wanted to try to guess who it is, the point system I was going to ask you about. Strike 1, they lose a power if they guess incorrectly. Strike 2, they're automatically nominated, and then the third strike, they're killed.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's there's the strike thing. I had this wrote down, but I always kept forgetting to ask the Monica.
Yeah, so. But the one thing about it is, I used to just have it to where if they expose themselves, but I think guessing who they are is kind of interesting too, because we can do it that way. I like your point system as well.
So when you go, and I'll announce this to the house chat in a little bit when we go announce everything else, when you go to guess who they are, you have to be in a GH like this. It has to be live, and you have to say my official guess or my official, like, if you know for sure who they are, and you'd be like, I officially know who this person is, and then you say their name, and then we'll tell you if you're correct or not, and it'll be put in the chat that you did guess.
We'll put it if we guessed right or wrong.
If you guess correctly, they will be exposed.
Yeah.
So.
And they'll come into the game.
Yeah, they'll come into the game as themselves.
And we'll sweeten the deal. You'll also get to take one of their powers away from them.
What? Wait, do they already have powers instilled?
If they have powers.
Holy crap!
Okay, maybe it's not worth it to call people out.
No. I think it is worth it. I think it is worth it, honestly. If we have a good inclination on who this is, we could rat them out. Oh my gosh.
Matt went up. Matt's laughing a bit.
We need to methodically plan this out, Rory. Like, we need to pull some, like, Shilltown Renegade shit here, okay? Like,
I was actually thinking of a name because you remember the summer. I don't know how much you played, but I know we all love a New World Order. We all love a New World Order.
We're the New World Order.
We just need some more members.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we can. Do you think you want to indoctrinate Mac?
I'd be good with Mac.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get Maddie to be okay with Mac, and then that would be unexpected for them to be working together.
Okay, here's what I feel like you need to do, okay? I'm not saying we should make a stage fight, but if you're going to be in alliance with me, Rory, like, here's what I feel like you need to do, okay? You need to, like, approach Maddie in a way that it needs to be like, please help me. Mac and Greyson are together. They told me straight up, and they want to take me in as an alliance member. I am afraid to actually, do that. And, but I want a good, solid alliance. I was wondering if you wanted to make an alliance, because I'm alone. I'm scared. And I'm out on an island. Now, I feel like one or two things is going to happen. Either he's going to be like, okay, well, I don't trust them. I don't want to make an alliance with them, but I'll take you in, Rory, as one of my own, and I'll take you into my alliance, kind of unveil some certain secrets there. Or he could do this. Okay, I'll please you. We'll be in alliance, but, he may not tell you certain things, but he may stick with our alliance. I'm more I'm more leery of Maddie than you are. I guess, I'm not the right person to analyze or judge Maddie, but as you said before, I played his game, and it wasn't the best turnout, but I don't know. If you can give me some good pros in indoctrinating Maddie into this alliance, I'm all for it, because this is our alliance. We decide what happens together.
Yeah. I feel like the experience I do have with Maddie in games is he's loyal as hell. And that's why I feel good about it. He's a strong competitor, so we can count on him to win when we need him to. And honestly, I think there's enough twists in this game. If we let him keep winning comps, he will be targeted for it, and he'll still be doing what we want him to do. That's just my thought process. I feel good about him as a trust level, because there's people in this game who I've known, like Maddie and you and a couple other people, like, were the first ones I met here. And there are people who I've known for less time who I don't feel good about. And if we can get Maddie behind this whole, like, last hurrah gimmick that we kind of both have going, and I think he's sort of at that place too. He will absolutely be on board for the last hurrah and be like, we're not screwing each other over because one of us absolutely deserves to win this game.
What is this last hurrah thing? Like, what's the exact definition of it?
Like, I guess like your swan song, the last thing you do before you leave or go out. Like, you try and go out in like I keep using more analogies to explain an analogy. I'm great. Like, just kind of like a grand finale. Trying to go out in the best way possible. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
You know, and that's like, this is my last game I'm playing. So like, let's go out with it with a bang, you know. So basically, I'm liking that though. I like your input, honestly. I think like, honestly, I think what you're saying right now, yes, I do have a first target in mind. It may not be working. It may not work for the first week, but I do have a target in mind. And I'm thinking, what do you think about Matt V being our first target?
I'd be down. But the question is,
would Matty be down?
Yeah, I think the question is, will the HOH be down?
Yeah.
How does HOH approach it? Because apparently HOH has already decided.
I know, like, that kind of like explodes part of my strategy here, but we got to adapt, you know. It is DSBB after all.
I think we could do the right scare tactic with the HOH and be like, he's a vet. He had to be killed out, not evicted. He's dangerous. And plus, we can also send that message to the HOH. We have to spin it the right way with whoever the HOH is, though. But if HOH is a rookie, we could spin it as, like, vets are dangerous. They have experience in this. They know what these twists and these powers can do. They may have a clue to what's coming. Like, some of these comps may have been seen before. And so if it's a newbie, we might be able to convince them that way. Or if they're a vet and they actually are active with it, we can be like, you saw what he could do. You saw what he did in Purge. Why do you want to keep him here to be able to do the same thing?
I want to approach them anonymously, though, but we have to do it legally, meaning we have to follow the rules of the game here. And yeah. I'm thinking of some scenarios here how we can do that, honestly, Rory. Okay, 10 gauge is a very popular game, right? You know what 10 gauge is, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't, right? That's the perfect pitch we need. We need to get one of these people. It's gonna be a rarity if we get the HOH, but if we do, we're more lucky than so, or more than we. I don't know, we'd be more lucky than anyway. But you see what I'm saying here. That if it was the HOH, it'd be perfect. But if it wasn't, we got something at least. I'm thinking we could have one of them play a 10 gauge game. You know, not like just have them play a 10 gauge game right off the bat, and then we sign in as an alternate account, and we just start saying in the public chat, I know you're playing DSBB. I want to watch out for you. I know it's very vague, and the pitching night process is kind of weird. I know it's weird me saying this, but we got to think of our scenarios here. What can we do legally in this game? And
yeah, I see where you're going with this, using as many tools that we can. Like, anything and everything can be weaponized. I literally weaponized the words ice out. Like, I weaponized 2 words. Anything can be used against anyone at any time, and that's what can be so magical and what can be so dangerous. Honestly, other than being down in the numbers, I got taken out in PvP because of an envelope. An envelope that I bought at the auction.
Exactly. Like, we could really make some redefining moves here. Like, moves that people haven't even thought about. we can make an anonymous email and like scare someone. We wouldn't post as production because that's against the rules. We just pose as, someone who's just, I'm a big fan or something. It's like, unless there's rules against that, feel free to clarify. But whatever we can use outside the box that is legal and within the area and the ramifications of the game, that would be ideal for us. Like we need to utilize every single tool. That's what I'm saying. We need to indoctrinate someone by scaring them. Filling them with trepidation. We need to do that, I feel.
Okay. I feel like okay, yeah. So okay. Oh, damn it. Who Okay, I feel like this isn't normal Big Brother. I feel like a 7-person alliance could actually work with this format. We have 25 people. A 7-person group could actually work. So, in theory, we kind of already have Malcolm and Manny, in a way. And we could pitch it to them by getting 3 more, a la maybe like Mac, Maddie, someone else, maybe like Etheridge or somebody. I have no idea. What we could use use something completely unexpected, and we could basically have the pitch. Oh, but this is what the dangerous is if they get caught, because I'm sorry, I think of like how it can go wrong before it could work. We have the pitch with them, be like, look, there's a lot of people in this game. We need numbers, so these 3 can be on the outs, and we can call the shots once we get down to 7 with Malcolm and Manny. Give the same pitch to the other group. Not really. I mean, there's more of them, so there's more benefits to working with Malcolm and Manny, but I don't trust them for the long term. But you get my point. Like, we can try and use relationships we already have to build a new world order.
Though I see what you're saying. I feel like we would need to get Malcolm and Manny on a call, though. Like, I want to talk to some people on camera. Like, that's the best way to persuade someone is on camera. Not through DMs, but through camera. And I feel like that's what we need to do, essentially. So, I don't know. Would you want to like talk with them tonight and get?
We already have that alliance chat, so I'd be good with that. But I want to like, because you are my guy, I'm gonna tell you what I have so far.
Okay.
And if you don't want to share everything with me, I understand. But what I have so far, I talked to Quincy, because I just really liked him from his interview, and plus he's in all these fights and stuff. He's always going to be in a spotlight. So that's kind of good for us. So I like Quincy. I feel good about Kia. But thing with Kia is like Etheridge, but Kia isn't a wild card. And what I mean by Kia is like Etheridge in the sense that if you have Kia got you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if we get to Kia, like, that's on lock. Period.
Exactly. And it's kind of hard trusting people, Rory, in this game.
I know it's hard to trust people, period, on Twitter. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, to be honest. But I like what you're thinking here. I think, let's see if we can get him in. Would you want to send out the link, or could DeMonica or Matthew do it?
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you.
If you guys want to do like a different chat with them, low key, I make a link because
smarter. Because if we're both already in here, that's gonna give them red flags.
Oh, I was only saying something because I'm labeling these, and like I have it labeled as just you two.
Oh yeah, good for you. That's easier for you. So yeah, we should.
Yeah, I can make one too if you want me to, and then give you guys the link, and you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So either way, I mean,
yeah,
whatever you guys want to do.
Are you saying that you have this one labeled as Rory and
Yeah, just Rory and Greyson. That's all I have it labeled as.
I get you. Yeah.
So I need to send you the format I'm using for the labeling, actually.
Okay. So do y'all want me to do that?
Wait, yeah. I'm gonna talk to them first.
By the way, you guys just missed the phone call.
Oh. Yay.
I answered the phone first. I went and looked before. I have the power.
I think people are scared to answer it because like, they were gonna type something, they would stop, and nothing.
I was looking at people typing, and then they'd stop, and then they wouldn't say anything, and then you sent the phone again, and then finally people were typing again, and then I answered it. And I'm like, it's me, bitch.
Manny's on board with doing a GH, so Rory, I think
I'll make a link right now, and then I will send the link into y'all's Hangout chat. Wait, who wants me to send it to them?
Just we need. We were wondering if anyone could just send the link in the SA Gen 3 Alliance chat.
Okay, so that's where you want me to post it.
Yes.
Okay. So before I end this, I need to have this on file. You guys both got 90 points for this DR.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Because it's 15 points, or no, it's 30 points every 15 minutes for a 2 to 4 person DR.
Don't end it yet. Let me make the link first.
Okay, you're fine. Take your time. So let me add this.
What should I say? Okay. I'm
fucking
gonna say DSBB9, okay?
Oh wait, label it DSBB9, and then just call it Gen 3 Alliance DR.
Okay, Gen 3.
Yeah, just Gen 3 and then DR, and then date it 3/28/18.
Oh God, Matt.
Well, what I always do with my essay,
lazy, Matt.
I have to keep it all like info, because if I don't like date it and I don't time it and I don't say who it is,
can we go back and re-edit it like afterwards?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you can change the name after.
You can get the information later.
Well,
I don't have your email, sis.
Just give me the dates and I'll go back and because I already like set it up now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I just said SAGN.
Yeah. What I always do is I put the day, like what day it is, then I put like I'll show you actually.
I've been putting day 0 because it's really day 0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Day 0. Then I put the names of everyone, even if it's an alliance name. I still put the names of everyone, and then
I put DSBB9 and then Rory Greyson, like Rory/Greyson, and then DR and then the date and the time. But I want to show y'all something before we leave. I'm a unicorn, bitch.
Oh my God.
It was better when I had colored hair.
It's ready to go. I'll just send it when you guys are ready for me to send it.
Great for the start of DSBB9. Yeah, Matthew pulling
Ow, I shouldn't have used a rubber band.
Well,
it's out. Thank God.
So Rory, I think, are you ready, Rory, for the link?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you join, and then a minute later I'll join, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say we need to stagnate it. For
Okay,
sure.
so I'm going to leave now and send the link.
I'm going to leave too, so I'm going to